Blessings, beloveds. This is Chakra Wanda, owner of Crochet and Micro Luck Elegance. I've been doing what I can to keep you abreast and share with you about this world of protective styling. Us as women of color, salon workers and professionals that work with women of color, and the awareness that we are waking up to when it comes to our crown, because we care about our crown. And the more and more, day by day, that I research, and as well as responding to clients who are looking for alternatives. Because here's the deal. So let me, in case this is the first time someone has seen this. Back in October, I was blessed to find out, back in 2024, during the summertime, I was blessed to find out about a hair loss conference that I attended in October. It's a collaboration of Black dermatologists and hair care professionals that have been in the industry up to 40 years. Because of a conversation between a hair care professional who had invited Black dermatologists to her national conferences, national natural hair conferences, which I really never knew anything about the conferences. And I think that has a lot to do with, like I'm licensed in North Carolina as a natural hair stylist, but there is every state doesn't require you to be licensed. Only way I knew about this conference is because I overheard it on a news story. I was visiting my dad back home, and I heard something come over the news about the first dermatologic salon, and the coming together of Dr. Shoshana Kendrick and Susan Peterkin, who is an established professional in the natural hair arena. And based on their conversation with each other and the observation of awareness of hair loss with customers that she would see, and those customers, when a dermatologist sees you are a patient. So the topic of hair loss, okay? And so the conference came together, and I attended the second one. And I'm so glad that I was divinely guided, because this is not about one person. It's not about one organization. This is about affecting us as a culture. And oh my God, this is what I learned in the conference. And I got certified by the medical level training. It helped me a great deal when I came back, because immediately I could be able to detect if there was something that needed to be referred and educate my clients. At the conference, the main thing they were talking about is that there's an epidemic of hair loss, okay? 50% of Black women experience hair loss. For those of you that are not experiencing hair loss and have a head full of hair, you have no idea about the world of women and what they deal with as far as hair loss. I recently am starting to have thinning in my crown, which I have to get identified specifically. And that's the thing. There are different types of alopecia. The word alopecia means hair loss. So there's different types. Could be immune system, inflammation, could be from styles that you're wearing, and the unawareness of chemicals that are in the products. Scalp and hair products, including hair products. My business says Crochet and Micro Luck Elegance. Okay, it tells you exactly. And I've been working with crochet hair, which is synthetic hair. You have braiding hair that is synthetic hair, but you also have hair that's used for crochet. Your box braids or pre-made box braids, faux locks, passion twists, Senegal twists. Come on now, your ocean waves, your ripple deeps. Come on now. I started in 2014 it became a business for me after my daughter asked me to do her hair. And, with my skills and my interest as a multi-creative, it turned into a business. Now, here it is, years later, finding out the truth, and to the degree, and this is no joke. So I come back in October at the conference. One of the lecturers, a dermatologist, because we were locked in for 3 days, and we just were made aware that, look, if you all learn all this information and don't go back and make a change, then you are part of the problem, because the convenience of protective styling. All right, I'm trying real hard to keep myself calm, but I couldn't sleep for 3 days. You know why? Because I stand behind the chair, servicing women of color. Yeah. How did I get into working with women with hair loss? Is the first 30 days when I marketed and started to receive clients in a professional environment. My first year, I asked God, who's my target audience? And it showed up right away. In the first 30 days, half of the women that I worked with had hair loss. And back then, there were no schools, y'all. I mentored with my loctician, who was on top of what was happening in North Carolina as far as licensing. And I say, hey, I think I'm interested. I do these crochets. She said, you should get licensed, Miss Juan. And I did. But there was no schools then. I mentored with her in preparation for getting the license, and we worked with the book for natural hair licensing. I worked with her, who had been involved as a master stylist for years and learned all the protocol that's necessary, But even the book does not talk about the awareness of chemicals in products. And that's the truth. So I come back October and I say, hey, clients, I really wanted to hit the button and send out to 700 emails that y'all need to burn their hair. But spirit, I heard it in my spirit, calm down. And sending out an email or a text is not going to, everybody are dealing with their lives. Only way that they're going to pay attention is if when they sit in my chair. So I began to speak with each client. I shared with them some basic research that I had found, not a letter of information. And we agreed that we would phase away, try our best, seek out human hair crochet. And now they have these strands that are human hair, supposedly. I tried one company and half of the on the fence because of the quality. We are in a country where there is no one watching the back door. So we are subject, yes, to what's in our hair care, skin care, hair products. So slowly, as I started to look and try to help my clients find alternatives to the synthetic hair that we're using, there's very little choices. There are choices, but very little when it comes to crochet curls. Yes, there's plant-based hair, and more power to the sisters that have created businesses with the plant-based hair 7 years ago because of having irritation on their scalp. Very smart move. Now that's become popular. But some of it is, there's no options for crochet styles. Maybe that they'll come up with them, But the bottom line is, so that was October. Then in March, the consumer report comes out. So now y'all paying attention a little bit more. My phone is ringing. Miss Juan, is that what you was telling me about? Yes. Apple cider vinegar is the option for washing and stripping the outer coating. But sis, it's still made of toyocolon and kanekalon. You can Google it. The information's right there. It will tell you about what the fibers are made of. And there are companies who are promoting that they pre-wash it. Is still made from those fibers, y'all. I ain't trying to destroy nobody's business. Here's the deal. Here's what I am choosing to do on my platform as I think about my clients. I think about those who have cried to me. Okay? I think about those that might have pre-existing health situations. So I'm sensitive about what I'm putting on their hair and my own health. I just came back from the dermatologist because something has showed up. It could be that this was going to show up for me as a 66-year-old woman. Hey, just like I have a little bit of thinning here in the top. My health situations have to be truly identified. But I have shortness of breath that I've been experiencing, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's little asthma. Maybe, sometimes we be putting stuff off and you don't identify. So I'm being transparent. Yeah, and the 2 years after I started working with synthetic hair, tumors showed up in my neck and lymph glands. Am I saying it's that? No, I'm just being transparent. So I'm doing my due diligence to find out what has caused the issues that I'm experiencing, because I pass it off to something else. And then that doesn't stop me from being aware of my industry. Okay? So October, getting the wind about the synthetic hair. March, it comes out all over the news. You can imagine how some of us who work with synthetic hair is feeling like, oh my God. So then we hear about the apple cider vinegar. You think everything is cool. Accumulative. You know what that means? Over time. You'll need to check it out. All right. And then July 17th, something pops up on my phone. It has to do with Congress. NBC News. Congress targets companies that are targeting women of color and salon workers through hair care products. There's literally bills on the look up and Google safer beauty bill.
There's a new effort to make beauty and personal care products safer. NBC5 response Kate Chappell's in the studio to explain. Kate?
Marion, believe it or not, the average person uses anywhere from 12 to 20 products a day that expose us to dozens of potentially hazardous chemicals. Now, a new bill package aims to change that.
Illinois Representative Jan Schakowsky is one of several lawmakers who just introduced the Safer Beauty Bill Package. It is 4 federal bills aimed at getting toxic chemicals out of makeup and hygiene products. Think shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, body wash. If passed, the bills would ban dozens of chemicals, including lead, mercury, formaldehyde, asbestos, and parabens, which have been linked to cancer, brain damage, and reproductive health issues. They would also fund research and education into safer alternatives to synthetic hair products. The lawmakers say women of color and professional salon workers are the most vulnerable. The bills would also require disclosure of hazardous materials on product labels and websites. Janet Noodleman is the director of the Breast Cancer Prevention Partners Campaign for Safer Cosmetics, an advocacy organization in support of the bills.
Because we should be voting with our pocketbooks and buying safer products, patronizing the companies making safer products. But I also want to say, at the end of the day, we shouldn't have to be organic chemists to make safer purchases.
If you want to make cleaner beauty choices now, Noodleman says there are apps available. Her favorite is Clearia. You can scan product labels. The app then flags toxic chemicals and redirects you to safer alternatives.
And we will put a link to their chemicals of concern and how you can learn more about the bills at NBCChicago.com/consumer. Marion, back to you.
Thanks so much. Things I didn't know. Thank you.
It's a package of 4 bills. Come on, y'all. Look, y'all smart. Google it. Go look at my previous posts. I'm talking about it. All right. So it's been resubmitted, but it was stopped last April by your president. Right. So here's the deal. What I know about our culture, for the ones is, once we know a thing, oh well, we ain't letting it go. So all power to it being on the Congress, but the thing is, why is it there on the floor? Because they've been working on it for years, actually. Come on now, I'm gonna share some of the bill numbers with y'all and the details. I just found another one today that was they tried to push through in 2023 for protecting us, and it's dead. January 2025. Had no clue. Had no clue. So where it is right now, okay? So we in it. And I've been trying to help my clients find alternatives. Very, 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 very limited. So they have to, most of them still bring in synthetic hair. And what we're doing, they're washing it. Use your gloves when you wash it, baby. And I'm offering a net. You know, when you come in, I could do a net. I'm using gloves. Ain't no sense in there being anxious about it. We got to work with what we got to work with. But I'm telling y'all, you got to, look, I'm here to do the research, and I'm going to handheld my clients, and that's what I'm going to choose to do, and I'm going to take care of my health, and I'm going to continue to research this thing. It's a dog with a bone. Dog with a bone. Chakrwanda. I got a little avatar named Baby Chakrwanda. She going to come up here and soften things up for you, because people don't want to see me coming. And so, look, pay attention, y'all. This Strand Network on Facebook and Instagram, they're putting videos out daily, educating the general public, and especially those of us that are stylists. Come on, sis. Come on, brother. We touching these crowns. Take care of yourself. It was interesting when Consumer Report came out, because I was looking at the comments, and why are we arguing with each other? Why are we arguing with each other? Make the change. Make the change. Don't be talking about, I'll get my hair done anyway. White man trying to take. Ain't nobody trying to. What? This is part of a bigger. This is a part of a bigger plan that's been out there. This is just hair, not just hair, but look, our food, our right to do different things. This is a part of it. And if you don't stand up and stop, anyway, let me go on. Let me go on. I'm gonna get Baby Wanda, Baby Shaka Wanda. She gonna follow up, because y'all don't want to hear from me. I love y'all anyway. My clients, I know. Look, I got your back. It's gonna be all right. It really is. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna, keep informed and move forward in a way that is best. We in a war, y'all. All right.